This goes so hard, even the ops go with it. That's how you know we're lit.
It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got J.C. Jackson. He's been more than just a cover guy this season, with 36 tackles to his credit. It's the...
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And some space here. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 34. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. The numbers in last week's contest for Ingram: 7 catches, 81 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
Down inside the 10, and they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
And he's got it. Touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 1st and 10, Bingham. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Bingham. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Off play action. Bingham. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Right back to Pitts again. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders! From 13 yards out. And the Raiders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Jacksonville headed back out. We'll get to see Evan Ingram once again. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route-running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them, no matter how many people.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They juked him. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Lawrence will throw. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
The good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Kyle Pitts, 49 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Throw left side complete to Ingram. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They got into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Chad Muma brings him down on that one defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's slip across the 35. The Raiders had 5 and 6 to start play. But they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
11 more on that one, and another first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
Now, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And, Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On second down, Jacobs. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. A great effort there for his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Azeez Ojulari
able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. Excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
They'll roll him out right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
In motion comes the tight end left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. in motion goes the tight end. On third down, Bingham. He's going to let it go again. He's got him in, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. This offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
From the 27, Lawrence. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And able to find Kirk complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. To throw again on second down. Lawrence over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Raiders. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. And just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that comes in special teams.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea because it's a massive men.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. And this will be incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Shifts past him at the 45. And he's got room. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. There's Las Vegas ready to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 63 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Rolling to his left.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 33. And they're not going to get to the line or run another play. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Rolling to his right. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Sliding out of the pocket. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Lawrence.
He completes it to Ridley. The 40. 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 87 yards.
And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They go play action here on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. 56 yards.
And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good, too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
looking to throw. Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. He will have a first down here at about the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, and a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Lawrence with a completion to Kirk, and he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Lawrence on 3rd down. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Raiders are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got his man on the crossing route. Touchdown! A big play there. 58 yards. And the Raiders look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
scorage points for the Raiders.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jags have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
An extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Bingham. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Jaguars come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Round up the plaza, you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm balling like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Then the juke move, Heisman stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the
I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I'd be on top of things.